my wonderful YouTube friends. Today I want to show you how to make pasta con sarde. It's a Sicilian dish that I learned during my visit in Italy a couple years ago. So in order to make this dish, we will need some fennel, we'll need some onions, pignoli or actually pine nuts, fennel seeds which I'm going to grind, raisins, a little bit of red pepper, black pepper, salt, and obviously we'll need some sardines, okay, which I'm going to fry. So the first thing I'm going to do is fry my sardines. A couple of these sardines I'm going to save for later, which I'm going to fry with onions and fennel so it absorbs all the flavor. And some of them I just want it to be very crunchy, so I'm going to be frying them separately. So the frying pan heated really well. I put some oil here beforehand and I'm going to place my sardines. Now sardines are quite a salty fish and I'm not going to go too crazy about salting them. So while the sardines are frying, let's take our onions and fennel and chop them up. I'm going to chop up onions finely. Let's take fennel and cut the top off because we're going to use this as a garnish later on. So let's take our fennel seeds and crush them. The sardines are already cooked and we're going to take them aside and let it cool. We're going to separate fish meat from its bones. So I'm going to take my bigger frying pan and add a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to add the sardines that I've saved for you. And in addition, I'm going to add onions and fennel. Mix everything well together and you'll notice that your sardines will be coming apart. So this is perfect because what we want to do is take this backbone out of the fish. So if it's falling apart, absolutely wonderful, use your hand and remove the bone. So I'm going to do the exact same thing with the other fish that I placed here. This is a perfect time now to add remainder of the ingredients, which I have some pine nuts, add some raisins, ground fennel, and red peppers. Let's also add some crushed black pepper, a little bit of salt, and let's mix everything together. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of wine, white wine to this, and some water. So I'm going to let it simmer a little bit on a low heat until alcohol and water evaporate a little bit. I don't think I mentioned earlier, but we do need dried bucatini to make this dish. It's a pasta that's round and it has a hole inside. So I'm going to take my fennel tops and separate these out so that I can use this later on as a garnish. So the water already boiled. Add some salt to this and add some bucatini. So the pasta is already cooked. I'm going to scoop this up and add it to our pan. So be careful. And it's okay if some of the water gets in here. Let's add some sardines to this and mix everything gently. So let's add some lemon juice to this. And let's add some fennel. Pasta con sarde is already cooked. I scooped some for us on the plate, so please enjoy.